Charlotte, and I am doing the Culinary diploma.
Lindsey, Culinary diploma.
I'm Trish. I'm doing the Culinary management.
I'm Liz, and I'm doing Culinary management.
I'm Elsa, and I am doing the diploma for right now.
I got the camera.
Oh, that one is that one right here. Hold on.
I'm forming some crab cakes in the rain.
And the job will go faster if you don't do it so slow.
That's very right.
You made it today? Yes, I think Trish made this. It's almost over.
58.
Yeah!
At this point, guys, we have just over a half an hour. Is there anyone that has any concerns at all about 1/2 an hour? I'm going to take some silence as we go.
Back at home, out east, I looked into culinary school, and I was just a single mom and just couldn't really afford to do it. So I ended up moving out here a couple years ago and said, you know, it's time to make a change. So I decided on OCI because it is such a family atmosphere.
Another 9-minute ticket. Ladies, you're kicking the proverbial butt.
That's done, and then these two are done.
You really want to taste both of those.
Go team! Woohoo! I went to a culinary school for a few months when I was 17 and stopped going, and then I worked in restaurants since then and was at Jake's for 9 years and have gone, now I'm working at another place, but I always thought about like going back to school and really wanting to like finish it up and sort of smooth any rough edges out, and this school in particular has always had a really good reputation in the industry as far as the chefs that I've talked to about it, and a lot of people say not to go to the other schools in town because they don't have like restaurant real life experience. So it's kind of, and I think that that's true. I think that's pretty true because a lot of obviously they focus on technique and refining your palate and all of that, but they also really push you in the direction of restaurant quality work and making sure that you operate restaurant quality and that you work clean and tight and all of that stuff. So
I mean, I have loved it. I mean, there's been parts where, you know, you get tired and
Burned out.
yeah, but I think that's just part of life. And the chefs were always really great about helping you out when you needed it.
Get out, get that out, turn it around, tail down here, head this way, long knife, skin it, then we'll pin bone it, then we'll split it, then we'll bone it. Okay?
I'm in the medical field for a little bit over 12 years now. And then I always had to job, so I also worked at a restaurant for a while. I was more like a cashier and I would help serve here and there. I wanted to get in the back, but it was really hard. I mean, even though I already worked there and they knew that I worked hard, but still it was like, well, you don't really know how to do this and we don't have time, and they were really busy. So I thought, if I just go to school and do this, hopefully, well, no, not hopefully, I know that it'll be a lot easier for me to get into the industry that way, because ultimately is what I want to do. So that's why I chose to come here. And it's been a really good experience. I mean, the chefs have been really awesome.
Entrees for set.
Entrees for set.
My personal experience, like I've never worked back of the house except for little bits of prep here and there. So coming from a front of the house position in a restaurant and loving the industry already just for what it is, and you know, just loving being around food and stuff like that, wanting to make that switch was really intimidating. Going from front of the house and walking into a kitchen and being like, you know, look, I've served, but I want to do this, and here are my knives, you know. And so I just wanted to be able to walk in with some confidence behind what I was doing. and feel like I, could go, hey, at least I have this experience. I'm not walking in off the street Joe Schmo with just my serving experience. I know how to, basically fillet a fish and break down a chicken and help me, teach me, help me learn, but at least I can come with a little bit of knowledge and not feel like I'm just the asshole, or excuse me, the idiot walking into the room not knowing what they're doing.
Trying to keep it kind of what we know and can do well. So we're doing fish and chips, we're doing a lamb burger, we've got a kind of a vegetable lasagna thing going on. More of a tort thing with just vegetables instead of pasta. What else are we doing? A chicken burrito,
Or salads.
a Cajun chicken sandwich, and then some pretty cool salads.
In T1, I think we went around and kind of said what our goals were. And my goal walking out of this school is to walk into a position and be a confident line cook. And I feel like I would definitely be able to do that at this point.
How many of you were working while going to school?
Full time.
Full time.
Wow. Wow.
And we have kids, right?
Yeah. I think at this school it's awesome in the way like the times are great. Like, it's not like it's some astronomical weird time during the day to like come into class. I mean, the last part of it is a little earlier than it was before, but we also get out earlier. So for me, I get to spend time with my family, which is pretty important to me. But I feel like this school, it's not just the great chefs, but it's convenience. It's where it is. It's close to a Max line. It's the people that are here. I feel like everybody's pretty good and pretty cool. Like, you don't really find these people, like, you don't find people that don't want to be here.
I think, like, as far as expectations go for, like, the curriculum, the school, whatever, this place is, like, above and beyond,
You're like in your 30s and you're thinking that maybe you're
It's
too
late.
old
Yeah.
to go or whatever. It's totally, that's
You're
not the
not.
case at all.
Even the kids that are 18, 19, 20 are
Really,
just kicking ass, and they love what they're doing. And I would have loved at 18 years old to know that I love doing something that much,
What advice would you give to somebody looking into culinary school that's in your same positions?
Oh my God, just do
Love it. Make sure you love it, because if you don't love it, it's an industry that's going to eat you up and spit you out.
It just goes by so fast too, and you might have to adjust your life a little bit for the time being while you're like going to school, having a full-time job, having little babies at home.
Cats.
Yes, but it just goes by so fast, and you start, and then like Lindsey said, you blink and it's over, and if you're passionate about it, it's totally worth it.
Yeah, absorb as much as possible, mentally
Ask
supplies, as
questions.
they say. And talk to every chef. It doesn't matter if he's your instructor or not. They will stop, they'll listen to you, they will give you recipes for things you didn't know existed. It's just utilize every little bit of your time here. And I know that they said that, and I've watched these exit interviews, and I'm like, oh yeah, sure. But like when you're on an exit interview, you're like, yes, that's exactly what you're supposed to do.
I love you guys. I'm sad we're not gonna be.
I know. I'm gonna miss you guys. I'll see you guys soon.
Yeah,
You guys
like 20 minutes.
This place is awesome. I think it's awesome.
Yes. Good friends, good people, great chefs.
Great shows.
Salads at one.
Sounds like fun.
Okay,